story you're about to see is true. The names have not been changed. Once upon a time, there was a great war, when captains did battle to settle their score. In the camp of the victors was unbridled joy, rejoicing akin to the sacking of Troy.
Any comment, Dick? There goes my blazer for Monday Night Football. Thanks a lot, Linda, baby. Okay. Mother told me there'd be days like this.
But in the cataclysmic course of human events, there's no simple conclusion. For in each defeat lie the seeds of revenge. Thus one great war gives rise to another. Here the captains had summoned the men, the women, and the young to do battle for glory, for honor and pride. And though victory was clear to those who had won, passion still smoldered when battle was done.
I'm lodging a complaint for ABC, NBC, and CBS.
And what's the complaint?
Well, number one, being a representative of my ancestry who started the Olympic Games, I understand that somebody picked up the baton some 100 feet before the starting line.
So you think that the NBC stars should be disqualified?
You mentioned the network. I didn't. Yes, I think so.
Then the ABC stars are the winners.
Yes.
So if they're protesting the fact that we really outran them, that's their problem.
Can I give you another comparison? It's like my putting my uniform on you. That's
Right.
how vulgarly and that's how fragrant they were in breaking the rules. And
So we're going to take this
these
to
words.
this is going to the negotiating table now. He is Greek, and the Greek are famous athletes. That's how this all started. He's Jewish. He wants to arbitrate. Right? I'm German. I want to kill both of them.
There could be no peace resolved on their own. The stage was set, the gauntlet thrown.
Informed Telly Savalas as well as Gabe Kaplan that Robert Conrad challenges them to a rematch. We lost the competition last November on a bum decision, and I want a fair shot this time.
Well, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to accept the challenge. Being a Greek and having a heritage to protect, I'm going to bring my same romantic, affectionate nature. Naturally, my sense of competition will be there. Bob Conrad, you're not going to walk away with nickel one, baby.
Bob, Telly, up your noses with rubber hoses.
And in your ear with a bottle of beer, Kaplan.
They came once again by jet and limousine as befitted their station, girding for battle, to hurl themselves against one another in mortal combat, all lusting for victory at any cost. And when they met, it was called the Challenge of the Network Stars.
The Challenge of the Network Stars is a unique television event, a competition involving 30 of the top stars of the 3 major networks, but they are not representing the networks, they are representing themselves only. You will also meet them not just in action, but up close and personal. A lot of money involved. $350,000 in prize money, and each member of the team winning the competition receives $20,000. This is the Challenge of the Network Stars.
Tonight, the stars leave the ratings race to challenge each other face to face. shows on ABC. Their captain, Gabe Kaplan, welcome back Cotter. LeVar Burton, Roots. Darlene Carr, Streets of San Francisco. Richard Hatch, Streets of San Francisco. Ron Howard, Happy Days. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, welcome back Cotter. Hal Linden, Barney Miller. Penny Marshall, Laverne and Shirley. Christy McNichol, Family. Jacqueline Smith, Charlie's Angel. Leading the stars from shows on CBS, their captain, Telly Savalas, Kojak. Sonny Bono, Sonny and Cher. Kevin Dobson, Kojak. Mike Farrell, MASH. David Grohl, Rhoda. Linda Lavin, Alice. Lee Merriweather, Barnaby Jones. Rob Reiner, All in the Family. Loretta Swit, MASH. Marsha Wallace, Bob Newhart Show. Leading the stars from shows on NBC. Their captain, Robert Conrad, Bob Black Sheep. Elizabeth Allen, CPO Shark. Grizzly Adams. Art Kendall, Kingston Confidential. Kurt Russell, Wonderful World of Disney. Jane Seymour, 7th Avenue. W.K. Stratton, Bob Black Sheep.
The challenge of the network stars is being brought to you by the 1977 Buick automobiles dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone. The competition is being held on the exquisite campus of Pepperdine University, set in the mountains overlooking Malibu Beach. There will be 9 events in this competition. The winning team in each event gets 100 points. The second placer, 75. The also-ran gets 50. Working with me today, O.J. Simpson, the great star of the Buffalo Bills, and the gold medal winner in the decathlon at Montreal, Bruce Jenner. I'm Howard Cosell, your host. Stay with us.
When you come to Occidental for life insurance, you're coming to us.
When you come to Transamerica Insurance to protect your home or business, you're coming to us.
When you come to Transamerica Title for title insurance on your home, you're coming to us.
We're Transamerica, the people in the pyramid. We serve you through many different companies, but we stand for just one thing: first-rate service at a fair price. From every Transamerica company, every time.
The Bell system recognizes that many seemingly unrelated business problems are really communications problems in disguise. So we've provided our account representatives with the skills and equipment they need to take a company's problems and our solutions to them and fit them together into a total communications system. For we firmly believe that in solving problems for companies like yours, the system is the solution.
The mountains of Southern California provide the backdrop. The Pacific Ocean is in the forefront. Together they combine to form a majestic setting for the Pepperdine University campus, site of the challenge of the network stars. And what a fine crowd we've got on hand here today for our first event. Working with me is the Olympic gold medal winner in the decathlon, Bruce Jenner. Earlier on, some of the competitors were trying out their wares in the water, not too successfully. Look at the absurd stroke of Al Linden. And Bruce Jenner, they're all going to have difficulties, but specify. What difficulties do you foresee for them?
Well, I think the difficult part is going to be the exchange at the end. They only have 1 kayak per team, and so the competitor has to get out and the other competitor back into the boat at each end, so it should be interesting.
Okay, Bruce, let's pick up with the lane introductions. Leading off for the team of stars on NBC shows the unbending captain of the Battle of the Network Stars, Robert Conrad, Bob Black Sheep, and lovely Jane Seymour. Pretty as you'd want to see, 7th Avenue. Good athlete here. Art Hindle, Kingston Confidential. And Big Dan Haggerty, Grizzly Adams, with a body like a bear. For the team of stars, it shows on ABC, young Christy McNichol. Family, her show. She's only 14, but a whale of a little athlete. Joining her, Barney Miller, Al Linden, he of the absurd stroke. Larry Hilton Jacobs is aboard. Welcome back, Cotter. He plays Washington. And finally, Richard Hatch, the all-around athlete of Streets of San Francisco. Moving on quickly to the team of stars on CBS shows, Marshall Wallace, who's a little concerned because Bob Newhart says he may be leaving television next year. Then Mike Farrell of MASH. And Kevin Dobson, the great all-around athlete, Kojak's underling. Finally, the rugged body of Sonny Bono. But hey, here's the team captain, Telly Savalas. Telly, we're about to begin what is obviously a key event, but an event fraught with danger. Is this why you've elected not to participate?
That's true. I'm afraid of the water, Howard, as you know. Now we're saving the best for last.
All right, Telly, we'll catch your futility later on in the competition. But now, we're about ready for the start of the kayak relay. Christy McNichol, all 14 years of her, poised and ready. She's going against Robert Conrad. Marsha Wallace gets off to a good start. Ahead of Conrad, building up a lead early on. And Bruce Jenner, how do you like Christy's stroke?
Boy, she's looking awful good. You know, she's able to move those oars very, very fast. She's able to keep that boat going in a straight line. Also, Marsha Wallace got off the line very well. But
look at Marsha Wallace now, Bruce. She's in terrible trouble. Christy again with the lead over Robert Conrad. She's only 75 pounds, and she holds together. Marsha Wallace going into Christy's lane. Marsha Wallace shouldn't worry about Newhart. She should worry about saving her life. Christy McNichol beats Robert Conrad. Quickly, Hal Linden gets in. Not too gracefully, but quickly. Linden has the lead over Jane Seymour. But the little importation from England is herself a good athlete. And watch her go. She's catching up to Hal Linden. This is a good struggle. Meanwhile, Marsha Wallace has just gotten to the end of her lap. Mike Farrell gets in again clumsily, and the team of stars from CBS shows is way out of it. It's now between Jane Seymour and look at Penny Marshall and Ron Howard cheering on Hal Linden. They're the team of stars on ABC shows. And Hal Linden comes in ahead of Jane Seymour. Now, let's look at Larry Hilton Jacobs coming in for Linden and Art Hindle coming in for Jane Seymour. Larry Hilton Jacobs getting off well at the oh no, turning around now, losing control of the kayak. But Hindle, a good athlete, now moving on. CBS, a forlorn last. They're all but dead in this event, Bruce. But look at Hindle, gaining on Larry Hilton Jacobs. This is absurd. Watch Kevin Dobson now. Isn't that ridiculous, Bruce? The team of stars on CBS shows well out of things. They have died. But look at Hindle. Hilton Jacobs moves into the Hindle lane. Hilton Jacobs is really losing for the team of stars on ABC shows. And now Hindle giving the lead. Hindle, the key man, to Dan Haggerty, Grizzly Adams. Look at him go, Bruce. He's an outdoorsman, and they're on the ankle lap as Richard Hatch goes in. Richard Hatch, a good athlete, too. But Haggerty now way in the lead, Bruce.
Haggerty is out there. He's got an easy win, looks like, here, because I don't think Richard Hatch is going to be able to pick up the lead. But he's doing awfully well. Here's the start. Everybody's cheering him on.
Janie Seymour is really having a ball. She never engaged in this kind of activity before in her life. But today she is having fun. And the team of stars from NBC shows wins the first event, the kayak relay, and the arms uplifted in victory by Dan Haggerty. Richard Hatch coming in. And so the stars on shows on ABC finish second. But look at this. Sonny Bono steadfastly pursuing the futility. Right now, let's talk to the key man, Art Hindle. Art, of all the people out there, you were the one who looked like you really knew what you were doing. Have you had previous kayak experience?
Well, I used to live with an Eskimo. No, I'm originally from Canada, and it's one of our sports up there.
Okay, Art, thank you very much. Hey, look at Sonny Bono. Neither rain, nor hail, nor sleet, nor snow will stay this warrior from completing his appointed round. Sonny Bono, what a great guy. Sonny and Cher together, one of the fine combinations in show business history. Maybe a little bit like Abbott and Costello, Martin and Lewis, or even Burns and Allen. They got married back in 1964. Success as a team was almost immediate. They have had 5 gold records together. And then, of course, the hit show Sonny and Cher. During their marriage, a daughter named Chastity. But then, domestic discord, the decline of the marriage, divorce, the breakup of the show, each getting the show on his and her own, neither really making it. Then back together again for a good run, and they'll be touring together in March. I'll tell you, Sonny Bono is a fellow to reckon with, an understanding and very human guy. They may not be married anymore, but when these two are on stage together, no couple ever seems to be more together.
A lot of people ask, you know, whether you sit there and you're still in love with that person, and whether because of that love, it's emotionally hard on you, but you can't go into it unless you're over that relationship. And Cher and I are over the lover relationship. I have feelings for her like a sister, but I don't have that romantic feeling toward her anymore, so I can accept her from a different angle, and she accepts me from a different prospect. So it's brand new, although it doesn't seem it. It's brand new for us.
How has it been for Chastity, sitting right there, watching this whole evolution of her parents?
Well, she was raised in show business, and she understands it very well. And so I don't think it's as complicated for her as it would be for parents who the father went to work 8 hours a day, came home, and there was a real set format for the child. Chastity's been on the road with us since she was born. And she seems to handle it fine. And I think if you love the child, and she gets it from both parents, she feels secure.
Another secure girl, 14-year-old Christy McNichol, who led Gabe Kaplan's team to a second-place finish in the kayak relay. So the score after the end of the first event, Robert Conrad's team 100 points, Gabe Kaplan's team 75 points, Savalas' team 50 points. We'll be back with the baseball throw.
You adjust the driver's seat at the touch of a button. From a console on your left, you operate all windows electrically. In front of you, sophisticated instrumentation. To your right, a quartz crystal timepiece. You sit in an expanse of velour-draped cushions, surrounded by comfort, beauty, and room. And by this, the restrained classic lines of Electra Park Avenue. An automobile in the Buick tradition.
From Maine to California, you sit atop a rig with 13 Ford Speeds and 300 horses. And when the run is over, that's when Miller time begins. Time to stretch out and head for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer, Miller Beer.
Is Band Basic the answer?
I switched to Band Basic mainly because I didn't want the aerosol propellant. Band Basic's the answer. It lasts a long time. The answer for me is using Band Basic. It helped keep me drier. Band Basic's the right answer for me.
People have found Band Basic to be the answer because it looks and feels like an aerosol spray but has no aerosol propellants. And it stops wetness better than Air It Extra Dry and Sure.
Band Basic is the answer exactly like it is.
The Midwest farmer's daughter's hair smells natural as can be. I like the northern girls with herbal essence hair, so clean and fresh and free.
What sets Clairol Herbal Essence girls apart? Clean, naturally fresh hair. It's second nature with Clairol Herbal Essence shampoo, with the essence of 16 natural herbs and wildflowers.
Wish they all could have herbal essence hair.
The baseball throw combines a touch of the carnival with precision throwing. The rules are simple. Hit that target, you get a point automatically. Hit that target hard enough to dislodge the man in the cage and send him into the water tank, you get 3 points. But in the Battle of the Network Stars last November, nobody could do it. Robert Conrad right there is with me now. Remember, Robert, nobody could do it.
Never. And it was hit very hard by Kevin Dobson. I'll never forget it. It didn't move. I didn't move.
Even the slim J.J. Walker hit it.
That's true, but Dobson throws a very hard ball, and it cannot be moved. That's the problem with it.
Nobody went in the whole of the competition the last time around, remember?
Maybe no one was strong enough.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It is not that hard, Robert, to dislodge the man in the tank, to dump him right into the water. I will prove it right now, because my youthful colleague, Bruce Jenner, is in that tank. Of course, the world's greatest athlete. You really understand that.
No way, Howard. That's why I agreed to this. I knew you couldn't hit it. You can't hit the broadside of a barn.
I couldn't, huh?
No, you can't hit that thing.
Just watch.
Only one throw
Just
now.
step
Wait
back,
a second.
Rob.
You'll never hit it.
Uh-huh. Goodbye, my friend. You're not Mark Spitz. You've had your last hurrah. You can't swim. We begin the competition.
I must shake your hand on that one, Howard. I didn't think it was possible.
All right, on with the baseball throw.
You should retire now because that's the greatest thing you ever did in your life.
Fun is fun, but Hal Linden is going to find perhaps that this is not so much fun. Hal Linden of Barney Miller. And the stars of shows on NBC go first. Jane Seymour, the first to throw. Nope. Jane Seymour, who couldn't connect in her try. Now a big raw for Big Dan Haggerty.
I want the English one again.
Uh-oh. Did you see that? That looked like it hit the bar instead of the target. It was enough to send Linden into the water, of course. But there might be some controversy about that because he did not seem to hit the target. Nonetheless, he's taking his bows, and why not? Linden already wet.
Are you sure this is the way Lloyd Bridges got started? I would just like to remind you, sir, that you may end up in the 12th precinct one of these days.
An allusion, of course, to where Barney Miller's hangout is. Now, let's look at this in slow motion. Remember, I suggested that... No, it did not hit the target. We'll have to get a ruling on that later from Commissioner Rayford Johnson. No question about that one. Square hit of the target. That's Loretta Swett of MASH, of course.
My mother always told me cleanliness was next to godliness.
Next up, Robert Conrad.
Are you warming up?
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready. See, last year I wasn't in this event.
You're going to be in it this time.
Robert Conrad is relentless.
Hey, you're tense enough, Bob. You're tense enough. Now take it easy. They can't touch you. They can't touch you, baby. Just lay it right in there.
All right. Row number 2. Square hit. Down again goes Hal Linden. He knows what it is to get dunked.
And having risen above those depths, one develops a kind of inner security. As if I've been unemployed. Some of my best friends I made on the unemployment line on 91st Street in New York. You know, we used to go every Thursday morning and walk our dogs together. Sure, I've been through it, and it's the thing that says to you, forget it, give up, and do something where you'll know there's a check coming in every week. But then one day you wake up in the middle of the night and you look at yourself and you say, you know, I know my business. I know what I'm doing. I have a product that is unique, and when you get that kind of inner security, then you don't worry about somebody ringing you on the phone, because you know it'll happen, and it does.
What you have to worry about right now, Hal, is this fellow, Kurt Russell, the former pro baseball player, because he's got some arm. Look at that, square hit. Down goes Linden. And the people who are stars of shows on NBC are really loving it.
With a performance like that, Hal, it's lucky I have my own series.
Abe Vigoda, star of Fish. Again. By this time, it's Linden who must feel like Mark Spitz. But he takes it all with great good grace. He really does.
Everybody know where the hairdresser is?
Rafer, now that the team of stars whose shows appear on the NBC network have completed their throwing, I understand that you have made a ruling with regard to Dan Haggerty.
Yes, the first ball that Dan threw that dunked Hal Linden was definitely down the bar about 3 or 4 inches, so he did not hit the target.
In other words, then, the 3 points originally accorded to him are now disallowed.
Right.
Rayford?
So much for that. Now Dan Haggerty of Grizzly Adams is in the cage. Marcia Wallace. What's this? She is funny. And so is he. The baseball throw is really a fun competition.
Fire it in there, honey.
Nope. That encourages Haggerty. No luck for Marshall. Haggerty grows secure.
No, no, no!
Well, he's got to worry about this fella. Wild pitch. Remember, Kevin was once offered a pro contract. Good hit. In goes Haggerty. He almost displaces the entire tank. We'll be back with more of the baseball competition in just one moment. Way to go, Kev.
Honda's made motorcycling really easy. An automatic 750. No clutch.
Going strong now.
The Honda automatic opens up motorcycling.
No clutch.
Moving right along.
Sure could use a Honda automatic.
Going strong now. Moving right along. When you're on a Honda, you're really going strong. Really going strong.
It's wedding day for Kathy McKay, a devoted raisin fan. She loves 2 scoops of raisins in a package of Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Walking down the aisle, she's wearing a smile, thinking how the day began with those 2 scoops of raisins and those golden flakes of bran. Well, her future mate will have to wait, but he's sure to understand. They both love 2 scoops of raisins in a package of Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
We do. You know why Zenith developed Color Sentry? Well, did you ever see my face and it looks too red, and other times it's all washed out? That's why.
Zenith Color Sentry. Think of it as a TV control room in your set. It controls the color picture, corrects the color picture, automatically, 30 times a second.
And that makes a difference. After all, I don't play for the Cincinnati Pinks.
See the difference Color Sentry makes. Only from Zenith.
Little by little, almost everything you wash has gone stark, raving color. So Ajax laundry detergent has gone stark, raving color too. Introducing new Total Color Ajax with a new formula designed for today's wash that's mostly color. It's dynamite on whites, but more, it actually excites your colors, refreshes your prints in any water temperature. New Total Color Ajax laundry detergent. It's gone stark, raving color to make the most of colors, and that's most of your wash.
All right, baby.
Howard Cosell, along with O.J. Simpson, Bruce Jenner, the challenge of the network stars, and Rob Reiner aiming to get Dan Haggerty. But no, Rob misses. Haggerty loves it. As for Reiner, well...
Fantastic evidence of
Yes.
futility for a
Yes.
man who was a professional pitcher.
Professional pitcher, and now professional cretin. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry about
Oh,
that.
well,
in
listen.
front of all these people.
Got him all tied up. Look at him.
And Haggerty,
Hey,
look
give
at him
another
over
ball.
there.
Go ahead, take another ball.
That's it. That's it. Congratulations, Rob. That's it. Reiner did it in the long run.
One looks at that burly body of Dan Haggerty's and doesn't remotely suspect that he hasn't faced within him the kind of sweetness and sensitivity that he truly possesses. He truly is Grizzly Adams, off the screen as well as on. He spent most of his life living with, training animals, loving them. He was married at the tender age of 17, has 2 children.
That's a boy. That's a good boy. Finally. Come on, Cor.
He's purchased 80 acres in Malibu Canyon. They had to build a ranch. And once again, unlike this on-location scene, to have his own set of animals in the canyon, on the ranch.
I have a great wife and 2 beautiful kids. And she's been really great for me. I'm kind of, I'm always flying up in the air, and she's kind of my ballast. She holds me on the ground, and it's been good for both of us and my kids. This is great for my family. Meet a lot of beautiful people. And I just feel very lucky to be out here, and I'm grateful for my kids that they can grow up and meet a lot of nice people.
In this kind of atmosphere where the divorce rate is colossally high, what is the secret to holding a marriage together, especially when you began at such a tender age?
I think that's the secret. If you're going to go into anything, you might as well go into it full force and see it through. And there's no way that you're ever going to marry somebody and live with them and not bang heads back and forth. And I think if we both give one way and she gives the other way, I think that we do real fine. And she's a beautiful woman. She's been awful good to me, and I couldn't do any better. I can't speak for anybody else, but I think if you just put your teeth into it and write it out, I think everybody would do a lot better.
Mike Farrell is now in the tank. Now up comes an all-around athlete, Richard Hatch, southpaw thrower. Another one of those with a real good arm. As you can see, good all-around athlete. hit. Down he goes.
Lucky shot. Come on. All right.
1 out of 2 for Hatch. Ronnie Howard, another good thrower. Happy days.
I knew you when you were a little kid, you know. Be nice.
He hit, but that's weird. That time, he didn't hit it hard enough to down him. So it's 1 point, not 3. No question about that one. Ronnie Howard did the job. And look at Ronnie Howard's parents. They're really thrilled at Ronnie's performance. Why not? But in the baseball competition, the Stars from NBC won it, 12 points. The Stars from ABC, 7 points. The Stars from CBS, 3 points. And the Stars from NBC won it with throws like that by Kurt Russell. The current team standings: Conrad's team 200, Kaplan's 150, Savalas 100. Coming up, golf.
You men know how many oil filters your car has? 1? Wrong. If you have an automatic transmission, it has its own oil filter. And if it's not replaced along with the oil and the modulator about every 2 years, you're asking for a major transmission overhaul.
And that can run you about $300 or more. This job costs only about $30.
In other words, you can pay him now.
Pay me later.
Fram and Autolite are Bendix companies.
Introducing Buick Regal, a car you buy by the seat of your pants. Buick Regal, a car so elegant, so personal, it can make you forget all the practical reasons there are for buying it. Buick Regal, it's as special as all the bright new people it's attracting. Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Dad, watch out.
Next on Family, Doug's accident causes a life or death operation.
I can't see you. Kate.
You think I have any idea of how I'd live without him?
I want to die.
Family.
In the volleyball competition held earlier, it came down to the championship game and Conrad's team against Kaplan's team. The quality of play throughout the volleyball competition was astonishingly good. Sonny Bono in particular all over the place with flailing arms and diving saves. But the play was featured by long and spirited rallies and by frequent spikings. Everybody among the spectators was surprised. Linden got hit on the head from time to time, but even he enjoyed that. In the ultimate, though, Conrad's team prevailed. And so, for the third consecutive event, the team of Robert Conrad was the winner, and if it's not to be a runaway, the other teams must start winning. Now we're ready for the golf competition. We have a 60-yard hole here. Closest man, closest woman to the hole, put their totals together, you've got the winning team. Penny Marshall, team of stars of ABC shows, at the tee. Penny, a good athlete.
Don't embarrass the family.
Rob Reiner, Penny Marshall's husband, with the words, "Don't embarrass the family." She didn't. Not with that shot. Penny Marshall gets off a very, very good shot. Measurement coming up, and in the meantime, let's have a quick word with Rob.
Your reaction quickly, Rob, to what you just saw of your wife's golfing style.
Penny's distance, by the way, from the hole, 13 feet 2 inches. Now, lovely Jane Seymour of 7th Avenue. Fix the hair, Janie. She's never held a golf club in her life until today. Let's see how she can do. Looking down toward the hole. Keep that head down. Keep that left arm stiff, Janie. No? Unbelievable low! Look at the elation written all over Janie Seymour's face. A marvelous shot. And the measurement shows the distance from the hole, 5 feet 5 inches. That's the best yet. Janie Seymour doing it. Lee Merriweather, now up for Telly Savalas' team. Lee, a good athlete, too, like Penny Marshall. Lee, who's played some golf in her time. Note that stand. See how stiff that left arm is? A beauty, a beauty. This is the way, really, to play this hole when you're seeking to get close to it. Roll it up to the hole. Captain Savalas liked it, too. No question about it. And Lee Merriweather's distance, 8 feet 3 inches. So the girls are doing very well in the golf competition. But the one who did the best was this beautiful girl, Jane Seymour of 7th Avenue, Captains and the Kings. Jane Seymour, a familiar face in Britain, not really yet in the United States. Why in Britain? Well, that's where she comes from. At the age of 2, she was studying ballet. She has appeared with the renowned Kirov Ballet, and indeed her goal in life was to become a ballerina. But a knee injury changed all that, and she turned to classical drama, Shakespeare, and so on. She is a remarkably graceful woman. She is a remarkably sensitive woman. She remains unmarried, but that can't last for too much longer, not with that face. Anyway, now it's America, and so I asked her how she got into the film business.
I came to Hollywood 4.5 years ago. A film company brought me out they were hoping to put me in a film playing an American girl, and they trained me to speak with an American accent, and it didn't work out. And I had always sort of had a feeling that I'd end up here one day, because I love working here and I love the country. And I did a special called King David, which was shown last Easter, and was promoting it. And while I was out here, a lot of people in the business said they thought I would do very well out here, and I came out with one suitcase, $500, which is all the British government would allow me for a 6-week vacation, and a visitor's visa. And I came and loved it so much, started working and stayed.
She continues to study ballet as here at the Stefan Wendt Ballet School. I asked her if there was a correlation between dancing and acting.
Firstly, it's enormous self-discipline to become a dancer, and it's one thing that I think is lacking with a lot of actors. They don't seem to feel this need. The most important thing I noticed when I started was that a lot of actors can't walk or run normally or naturally, and they find it difficult to move. And in film, especially, it's a great need to be able to have grace when you move and to run and walk and do things naturally. The things that people don't think about. You know, just sort of normal things.
I don't like to think about Sonny Bono's socks, not after looking at lovely Jane Seymour. But that's Sonny at the tee, the golf competition. And Sonny has a good stance. Nice, easy swing, good loft to the ball, and marvelous shot for Sonny Bono as the team of stars of CBS shows its elation. Marvelous shot for Sonny. Let's look at it again. Nice, easy loft and no great roll to the ball, which was the key to the excellence of the shot. The actual distance on Sonny's shot, 4 feet 6 inches, the best shot of the competition thus far. Sonny, I don't blame you a bit. And that puts Savalas' team ahead of Kaplan's team in the golf competition, since Richard Hatch went 15 feet 4 inches. And now, coming up for Conrad's team is Dan Haggard. Now this is Bear Susie cheering him on. Susie can be found everywhere that Dan Haggard is. Dan looking up toward the hole now. Keep that head down, Dan. Again, that low roll up to the pin shot, the kind of style Lee Merriweather used. And a marvelous shot for Dan Haggard. Simply marvelous. The distance, 6 feet 2 inches. He's embraced by Captain Conrad, and that 6 feet 2 inches gives Conrad's team the victory in the golfing competition. The total combined distance, 11 feet 7 inches for Jane Seymour and Dan Haggard. So Conrad's team does it again, and with the exciting running relay coming up, we're in danger of a rout here because 4 straight events have been won by Conrad's team, and they are building up a compelling lead. Team scores are Conrad 400, Savalas 225, Kaplan 275.
You take only what the sea will give you. And for the last 9 days, she's given a lot. Now comes Miller time. Time for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
If you got the time, we got the beer, Miller beer.
Hey, Ed, want a dandruff shampoo that really works? Get ready for the Denorex Tingle. Wow, it tingles!
Denorex fights dandruff with more medicine than any leading shampoo. More doctor-recommended ingredients. Used regularly, Denorex dissolves dandruff, relieves itch, leaves scalp tingling clean.
Honey, want a dandruff shampoo that really works?
Wow, it tingles!
Denorex fights dandruff with more medicine.
Beautifully.
You know, we're down there filming Roots. I had a little segment, and the director told me, hey, when he gets 20 yards down there, you catch him before he gets to this tree, which is about another 100 yards down. So I said, okay. So I went chasing him, and when we got to that tree, I was about 40 yards behind him. So we shot it again, and I was about 50 yards behind him. Then I got sick. You know, I could never catch him. Finally, they told him to act, not run, and I was able to catch him. So I know he can run.
I don't know if you still can run, O.J. Let's take up with the introductions now of the contestants. Running the first 110-yard leg for the team of stars from ABC, Penny Marshall of Laverne and Shirley. And she's a limber lass, Juice.
Yeah, she looked like she can do some run. This lady looked like she can run. She's run away from a lot of advances, I'm sure.
Jacqueline Smith of Charlie's Angels. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs of Welcome Back Cotta, a long-legged guy with an excellent stride. He'll be running 220 yards. We'll have to check his stamina, Juice. As for Kaplan, well, he can run. He proved that in the Battle of the Network Stars. Richard Hatch is a good athlete, too.
Yes, and here's the guy, as I said, he's the guy that croaked me down in Georgia last year for Roots, and he may be there ace in the hole.
Well, stamina will be the question there because he's got the anchor 220-yard leg. Now, the team of stars from CBS shows. Mike Farrell running against Penny Marshall, Juice, man against a lady.
Yeah, that's unusual, but I think Penny's in good shape. She can handle it.
Loretta Swit running 110 yards. And then running 220 yards, David Groh of Rhoda. Linda Lavin of Alice back at the 110-yard leg. Rob Reiner, I'm glad he doesn't have to run against his wife, Penny Marshall, Juice.
I tell you, he's a pretty good athlete, Howard. I've played some tennis with him. He moves around pretty good.
No question about Kevin Dobson as an athlete. No question at all. That's his little daughter with him. Now, the team that has won the first 4 events, the stars from NBC. Carl Franklin running the first 110-yard leg. And Penny Marshall must go against him, too, Juice.
Yeah, but he has a bum knee. You know, he heard it in that old series he was doing Kareem. He heard it on a coconut of all things.
Janie Seymour running the second leg, and then Dan Haggerty at 220 yards. We know about Karen Grassley. She's a long strider, too. Kurt Russell, who is a fine athlete, and, of course, W.K. Stratton.
Quickly, with the running relay about to begin, how come that you, Captain Conrad, are not running for your team?
Well, my team made a protest against its captain. They told me that if I couldn't beat Gabe Kaplan, I couldn't beat anybody.
I think your team is right, because this is the way it was in the Battle of the Network Stars last November. Remember, after the Stars of NBC had won the apparent victory in the running relay, Savalas and Kaplan lodged protests, and then there was this runoff, and Kaplan, unexpectedly, to the surprise of everybody, pouring it on down the stretch. That's the way it was then, and this team of stars from NBC this time, so unsurpassing up till now. Well, what do you think of them, Telly Savalas?
Well, there's no levity here. I'm serious, Howard.
Right.
You know, I'm looking for a recognizable face on the NBC team. For Mr. Conrad to say, well, the best man's going to run. I've got Bruce Jenner, O.J. Simpson. They're friends of mine. They're not running in the race.
I suggest you put him on. You're going to need him.
I agree, because you brought an Olympic team. All I did was brought what the show suggested, stars of a series. And on the NBC team right now, although very competent actors, I don't know who they are. They may be the Olympic team for 1980, for all I know.
If I may say this to Mr. Savalas, after this race, he'll know who they are.
Well, we'll find out about that. And Telly, you well know that Conrad didn't select the members of his team, neither did the NBC network. The team was selected by the organizers of the competition. But what I keep thinking about, Juice, is Penny Marshall must run against two men, so...
Penny, what are they trying to do to you? Putting you against Mike Farrell and Carl Franklin?
I don't know. It's very embarrassing. It's a strategy play. They're saying I'll lose, but they'll have to run against their girls later. So.
You think you can stay close?
Oh yeah.
No question.
No question.
Inferior man.
No, I just hope not to fall. Is my main objective.
Okay, Penny, good luck to you. And that's Carl Franklin. He of the bad knee, as described by O.J. Simpson. They're off the first leg, Juice. Quickly out in front is Carl Franklin. And on the inside lane, Penny Marshall trying to hang in there. And she's holding together very well, Juice, against Mike Farrell as they come to the end of the first lap. The exchanges are made successfully. And look at Jackie Smith, Juice.
She's burning up the track, Howard. She is burning up the track. Penny got an excellent start, and Jacqueline is giving them a great lead here. They're going to need it.
Now the exchange. Let's watch. Jacqueline Smith in the lead. Hands off to Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Remember, Juice, this is the first 220-yard leg.
Well, I got one of my brothers running. I think he's going to hold the lead.
Marvelous stride. The question here will be stamina, because Haggerty in second place is a good athlete, and he's running strongly, closing in on Hilton. But Hilton's hanging in there, making the mistake, Juice, of looking back. But there, a defiant gesture, and he holds together. And this exchange is not so successful. Right there on the ground is Dan Haggerty. This is Gabe Kaplan in the lead. And this is where the strategy of having Penny Marshall against two men pays off, because Kaplan could build up the lead against Karen Grassley. Each team must have two women competitors. Now Kurt Russell trying to pour it on. He's chasing Richard Hatch. Hatch himself a strong runner. Out there. And now the exchange for the final leg to LeVar Burton, Juice.
Yeah, I think LeVar got it made here, but WK is a pretty good sprinter. I think he runs about a 10 flat 100-yard dash. I think Robert Conrad may have been wrong. It looks like they don't need Bruce Jenner or O.J. Simpson.
It looks that way now, but LeVar is beginning to tie up. Stratton's closing the gap. LeVar looking back, another mistake, but he's got enough left as Stratton begins to tie up. So the team of stars from ABC shows wins in the running relay. They stay alive by the victory in the overall competition. And Kevin Dobson finishes a distant last, but still gets encouragement from his captain, Telly Savalas. And Rob Reiner gets encouragement from his wife, Penny Marshall. Seems to be limping a little. Whooping it up, LeVar Burton, and why not? He was the anchor man. But the little lady who turned the tide for Kaplan's team, it seems to me, was this one, Jacqueline Smith. Take over, Juice.
For anyone who's ever watched Charlie's Angels, it's no surprise that Jacqueline Smith keeps herself in excellent shape. But in the condition to run a relay leg like this, hey, Howard, that's a surprise to me.
Oh, boy, what a long, loose stride. And as she passes off to Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, she has done her thing. Let's talk with her. Jackie, baby, you won that race.
Oh, I did.
For the blue team, you really poured it on. You were a track star in Texas or something?
No, maybe the 60-yard dash in high school.
Jackie Smith, explosive new star of Charlie's Angels. I wondered if she were anything like the role she portrays.
I'm not like the character in Charlie's Angels at all. My lifestyle away from work is very conservative and very quiet. And I'd say I'm really an old-fashioned girl with old-fashioned values. And I love staying at home. I'm not into a Hollywood lifestyle of parties and discotheque and that sort of thing. I truly like just staying at home. You know, I've been doing my house over, and one of my hobbies is decorating, so I've been restoring my house to an 18th century colonial, really an authentic colonial. So I've been working on that in my spare time. Day. And I used to go home once a month because I always would go to see my grandfather, but now they come here, and I think they're going to live here maybe 6 months of the year. So the balance of their lifestyle and the devotion and love, I mean, they're always there and always behind me, and it's the sort of thing where if something's upsetting, I can really call them and say something, and they give me an answer, and everything's all right, and I believe it. You know, it's a terrific, it's the greatest thing. I mean, everybody's going to a psychiatrist today, or this or that, or they're into all these different things, which is fine. But I just call my parents, and they give me the best answer in the world, and it always works.
Well, it sure worked for your team, Jackie, what you had to deliver. And as we look at the race again, you handed off to Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. He held and even increased the lead you gave him, but in his pass off to Gabe Kaplan, it was not really precise, yet Gabe himself was helped by the imprecision and the baton exchange between Karen Grassley and Dan Haggard. In the ultimate, the man who held together and saved the victory for Kaplan's team was LeVar Burton, and it was a must-win situation for Gabe Kaplan's team. We've got the obstacle course event coming up next. In the meantime, after 5 events, Kaplan's team 375, Conrad's team 475, Savalas's team 275. That's the team standing.
Look into Betty Crocker snackin' cakes and you'll see. They're extra moist and full of special things like
bananas and walnuts, raisins and spice, apples and almonds, the date nut is nice, real pecans and coconut, plus 3 kinds of chocolate.
moist Betty Crocker snackin' cake. So easy. Just mix with water, bake, and serve in the same pan.
Taste the good things that bake in a Betty Crocker snackin' cake.
When you take off on a Trans-International Airlines charter flight, you're taking off with us.
When you go to see a United Artists movie, you're going to the movies with us.
When you come to budget to rent a car, you're coming to us.
We're Transamerica, the people in the pyramid. We serve you through many different companies, but we stand for just one thing: first-rate service at a fair price. From every Transamerica company, every time.
I used to hate how some cream rinse conditioners turned all my beautiful work into
the greasies.
Into the greasies. Until new Agree, a cream rinse conditioner that actually helps stop the greasies. And they honestly show you how. You see, some cream rinses contain oil, up to 40% oil, and oil causes the greasies. But new Agree is 99% oil-free. So forget the greasies and believe this. Agree gives you great wet combing, deep conditioning. New Agree actually helps stop the greasies.
What are more people using to help their cars last?
Quaker State motor oil.
Shoot, Quaker State. Hey, Quaker State.
Quaker State. What are more people using to help them avoid expensive engine repairs?
Quaker State.
Quaker State. What else?
Quaker State.
Quaker State.
Quaker State helps cars last. Maybe that's why Quaker State's the best-selling motor oil in America.
While smog enveloped Los Angeles Center, it did not deter the stars from NBC in the swimming competition. They won it, and Kaplan's team finished second. Once again, Savalas's team was third. But there was no smog at Pepperdine University. The sun grows brighter, the day grows hotter, fatigue begins to overtake the competitors, but right now the fatigue must be forgotten, because before them all, the most testing challenge we have in the challenge of the network stars, the obstacle course. And to show you the nature of the challenge ahead of each and every one of them, two of the world's greatest athletes will demonstrate the course. Number 32, O.J. Simpson, Buffalo Bills, and of course, the gold medal winner in the most grueling competition known to humankind, the Olympic decathlon, Bruce Jenner. And I must say the fans are really excited about this because, after all, two of the extraordinary athletes of our time. Simpson preparing for this demonstration by running through all the airports of the world. Jenner preparing for it by making more appearances on the banquet circuit than any other athlete in the United States today. We're about ready for the start. The gun, and they're off. Quickly, Jenner gets an early lead. The Juice, who should excel on the tires, actually can't work them. Can't work the bars either. What a laughable display. Now look at the Juice slipping down the wall, trying to go up. Jenner can't connect it off. Jenner comes over, lands in the dirt. The Juice in the lead, but he can't negotiate the pond. Neither can Jenner. And Jenner winds up getting soaked. The two of them in a near dead heat, coming right up to the finish. Come here, you guys. Come here. Come here. Oh, I've seen it all. I've seen it.
I think I won by an inch, didn't I?
I don't know who won. What it was an almost magical exercise in ineptitude. I remember when Ethel Kennedy beat Bruce in tennis. I couldn't believe this. What's wrong with each of you?
Howard, you know, I'm glad I have that gold medal in my pocket because this is a terrible display of athletic ability. You know, I've been watching these obstacle courses for a long time, and I've always wanted to run one, and now I have, and boy, I know it's harder than it looks.
Okay, Bruce, what's your version, Juice?
Oh, Howard, I'm so mad you had that bolt of lightning with the baseball. Now I gotta listen to you forever. Hey, I like to race you in this obstacle course.
All I can say, Juice, is stay away from airports. Right now, we're ready to begin the competition. Marcia Wallace of the Bob Newhart Show against Janie Seymour of 7th Avenue. Waiting for the starter's gun. There it is. Off they go. Janie going under. Marcia slowed up. Janie has the lead going to the tires. Janie manipulates the tires very well. Marcia's a little trouble with them. Now to the bars. Down to the bars, and there goes Janie Seymour. That'll cost her points. That'll be a penalty. Janie gets to the wall first. Note the girls go over the shorter portion of the wall, the men over the taller portion, and they get up to the pond. And look at that, Marcia into the water, a penalty there. Janie Seymour comes down, the apparent winner, but only apparent because penalties will have cost her the race. Nonetheless, she's a good one to talk to, Bruce, and let me try to get over to her right now. Janie, congratulations. You made a great run for it, although you fell on the ball. What happened?
I'm no monkey. I'm really no monkey. Yeah, I fell over. I haven't hurt myself, though, and that's the most important thing.
No, and you've been very important to your team in the competition, going back particularly to your remarkable golf shot. This is the first time you've ever done an obstacle course.
Absolutely. I've never done a sport in my life. I've never ridden a kayak either. But it's wonderful. I'm going to become a sportswoman now.
You want to do this ever again?
Oh, yes.
You do?
Oh, yes.
You're putting me on.
Well, I'm winning. I do.
Well, Janie, I hope you keep winning. We're ready for our next two competitors, Little Christy McNichol, the family, against slender, long-striding Karen Grassley, Little House on the Prairie. We're awaiting the starter's gun. There it is, and they're off. Bruce, look at Christy bust out of there.
She gets a great start. You know, she's built low to the ground, and she's agile. She's able to just scamper right through all these.
No trouble with the bars. A big lead over Karen already. Easily over the wall. Up to the pond. She's all alone. Perfectly handled. Streaking down an easy victory with the encouragement of Darlene Carr. All alone, as I said, she's the winner. Hey, what a victory. You're probably the best athlete in the whole competition. Do you realize that? Karen is a tough opponent. You beat her going away.
Oh, thank you. Well, I tried hard.
She sure did try hard, Bruce. Why don't you take a look at times. And as she discusses her studies with her teacher, she probably always has in the back of her mind her hero, Donny Osmond. Let's listen.
Thousands. I had a chance because my mother was working on the Lucy show at the time, so I had a chance to go and get his autograph for Kim. So I walked in his dressing room when I was getting his, I was going to get his autograph, and I walked in, and he was sitting there, and he had turned 16. He was like 15 and a half or 16, I can't remember. And he just changed. Those pictures were not him, I didn't think. So I was going, I couldn't believe it. I thought he was so cute, and he was so adorable, and he had a real deep voice, It was changing. And from then on, I just loved him. I came home, and I tore down my David Cassidy pictures, and up went Donny Osmond.
Coming up, the next competitors, Penny Marshall of Laverne and Shirley, and Take Over, Juice.
Lee, tell me now, what is a former Miss America doing here on the obstacle course?
If you could find out why I'm here, I'd love to know.
I'm afraid America is going to find out in a few minutes.
Oh, Johnny.
Well, Christy has youth on her side. You have experience.
I don't know if
Good crack, Juice. Might have upset Leanne, though. This is a good athlete, Penny Marshall. We remember her from Battle of the Network Stars. Okay, the starting gun about to go off. Here we go.
Set.
Off they go. Penny quickly gets the lead. Penny Marshall in the lead, going to the tires, handling the tires well. Leanne with a little bit of struggle. Now to the bars. Penny over the bars. Leanne catching up, but now quickly Penny reestablishes a lead. Goes cleanly over the wall, and now to the pond. Handles that, not without a little bit of difficulty. She's well ahead. Leanne first at the pond. She has great difficulty there. It's an easy victory for Penny Marshall. Second straight year, this is your event, baby.
No, Christy's much younger. Let the little girl run.
The competition. Kurt Russell for the man on Robert Conrad's team, past professional ball player, and Sonny Bono, who'll give anything a try. What a great sport this guy is. Kurt Russell taking the competition very seriously, as does his mentor, Robert Conrad. Now we're about ready again for the starting gun here, and keep a close eye on Kurt Russell. Sonny Bono, too, for that matter. All right. Here we go. Look at Russell bust out of there on his stomach and slid right under the ropes. Handle the tires easily. Sonny's already in trouble, and yet hanging in there. Russell with a good lead, going over the walls. Russell making great time. Russell may win it, but look at Sonny hanging in there, even to the pond with all of his difficulty. Russell, the winner, with the best time in the competition thus far. Even though Sonny Bono lost to Kurt Russell, you got to give him credit for getting more out of himself than he ever thought he had to give. Look at him in slow motion. Bruce?
Howard, what's the saying? If you've got their hearts and minds, their bodies will follow. Well, it looks like Sonny's got the heart and the mind, but his body just doesn't seem to be following.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Light beer from Miller, I love you. You got a third less calories than the regular beer, and really are less filling, which is something to cheer. But what I like above all the rest is the way you taste. You are the best. Yes, blue is the violet and red is the rose. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna break your nose.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
You might think it impossible for a skinny guy like me to break a spark plug, but he could, right?
Right.
But me, never. Look, put the wrench on wrong, and anyone can crack the insulator. What's worse, often you can't tell. Then you wonder why the car won't run right. Listen, use Autolites. The insulator is over 50% stronger than the best-selling plug. So why run the risk of a cracked plug when you can run on Autolites?
Autolite and Fram are Bendix companies.
Monday becomes a night of action and comedy with Most Wanted and Feather and Father. Robert Stack investigates a big killing in the stock market.
We're looking at a murder?
Or three. Money isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Okay, the city will have the flash money for me tomorrow morning. We can move any time after that.
And you be careful, big guy. They drugged Taylor before he even saw the needle.
Link's cover is so perfect, he gets kidnapped by killers.
We lost him.
Then, the premiere of the Feather and Father gang. Feather's a lawyer. Her father used to be a con man.
Trust me.
The father and daughter private eyes and their gang of bunco artists can out-con the con men.
You come to me with your problem. No. You come to me with your problem.
Hey, that's good.
Chief. They'll sting you where you laugh the most. The Feather and Father gang, right after Most Wanted.
In the obstacle course competition, men's division, a mishap developed. Odd Hindle, Kingston Confidential in the yellow, Richard Hatch, Streets of San Francisco in the blue. Both stumbling in the early going, and then, watch closely, the tires. And look at what happened to Odd Hindle. Off balance at the last tire, he landed on his left belt in obvious pain. Hatch continued with his share of the competition, handling the bars easily enough, but Hindle was fighting himself, trying to continue, finally could do so no longer, giving in to the pain. In a notable sportsmanship gesture, Kevin Dobson of Kojak was the first to render aid. Then Savalas. I rushed over to find out what had happened.
I think I slipped on, there's one tire there that's smaller than the rest, and I think I stumbled on that one, and I put my arm out to stop my fall, and it went into this strange position. I've never seen it in that position before.
You're a strange guy, you know?
But the doctor says it's not broken, so that's cool. And you'll see me this afternoon, Howard. I'll be back, and I'm gonna be around when we collect the #1 prize, whatever that is.
You bet.
That was earlier, of course. Odd Hindle, a gutsy guy, but it remains to be seen if he will be back in the competition, and Robert Conrad's team will miss him sorely. Remember, he's shown so well in the kayak relay. Now back to the competition, as it presently is. LeVar Burton in the obstacle course competition. Roots his show. ABC was where it appeared, and Kevin Dobson. Right now, let's go to O.J. Simpson.
All right, LeVar, you look like you're ready for this, man. Hey, you got a lot of pressure on you. Not only are you representing the blue team, you're representing USC, and you're going against the man who won the Celebrity Superstars.
Kevin's a tough man. Kevin's a tough man, but ABC feels so good today. There's no way we can lose this event. Yeah!
Because you're running it by yourself.
All right, the words have been exchanged. The two competitors are ready. Kevin Dobson, of course, a truly fine all-around athlete, as O.J. Simpson has already indicated. LeVar Burton, full of enthusiasm, zestful, and shimmying like his sister Kate at the starting line. We're about ready to go. The gun. And quickly, Dobson goes under, but Burton's ahead of him. LeVar gets a great start, handles the tires well. On the bars, Dobson makes it up. Dobson now in the lead, gets to the wall first. Remember, they go over the high wall. And here at the pond, look at Dobson turn it on. That was the turning point of the race. Dobson wins it cleanly. A good victory for Dobson. Kevin, LeVar, I want both of you. Let's face this camera. LeVar, you said there was no way the blue team could lose this event.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Here's Kevin. Congratulations. Good performance.
How'd you fly by there, man?
Thank you.
That was amazing.
You got a coach like Telly, you do weird things.
Yeah.
Woo. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, Kevin, both of you. Now we're ready for the finals of the obstacle course competition. It'll be the stars of NBC shows against the stars of ABC shows because their combined times were the fastest in the qualifying heat competition. Thus, we will have a repeat of what we saw in the heats. As far as the women are concerned, it'll be little Christy McNichol once again against Karen Grassley, whom she decisively defeated in her heat. We're ready to go. Remember, Christy McNichol built low to the ground, capable of getting that bursting start. Let's see if she does it again. And yes, she does, as Karen Grassley has trouble with the ropes. No problem with the tires for Christy McNichol. No problem with the bars either. McNichol with a big lead over Karen Grassley. Quickly over the wall and quickly through the pond. No penalty against the women for going into the water, only against the men. An overwhelming second victory over Karen Grassley, and she's clutched in triumph by her captain, Gabe Kaplan. We're ready now for the men's finals, but remember what Christy McNichol did is the dominant factor. She established a huge winning margin of 6.2 seconds. So all LeVar Burton of Roots has to do, really, is stay close against his formidable opponent, Kurt Russell, the former professional baseball player. All eyes in the country on that young man. He exploded onto the national scene as Kunta Kinte. A performance so great, I asked him if he felt in playing it, he'd work Kunta Kinte.
I did feel an awful lot during, the course of the filming that I was Kunta, that suddenly everything that happened to him 200 years ago was happening to me, LeVar Burton. And something that's really kind of difficult to describe, to explain, if you know what I mean. Roots served as really, Howard, an educational process for an awful lot of people. People, have said to me, I just didn't know before. I had no idea that that's what it was like. I'm glad I watched. Yeah. I get that all the time.
Well, LeVar, you weren't alone in watching. All-time record audiences watched and wondered, who is this young man? So I ask you, how did you get started in the business?
I entered the seminary at 13. I was studying for the priesthood, and the school I was attending had an excellent theater department. So after 2 years of the program, when I finally decided that I was a little too young to make that kind of commitment, I didn't know enough about myself or enough about the world, I kind of looked for something to fit some of that energy on, and the theater department fit right in. And so I got into it and enjoyed it, found it was something that I was fairly good at, and decided to come to Los Angeles and study theater at USC.
So what we have is a great young actor instead of a great young priest.
Yeah, I think so. I think I would have made an excellent priest, though. I do.
Why do you think that?
Well, I was always, I wanted to give just dynamite Sunday sermons, something that everybody could take home with them, and feed off of during the week and come back for a booster shot the next Sunday.
Well, LeVar may need a booster shot right now, going against Mr. Kurt Russell. They're off, and this time LeVar gets a great start, establishes an early lead. Russell's having trouble. LeVar at the bar, slightly ahead. Now building his lead as he gets to the wall, and quickly he goes over. Russell having a little more trouble. Handling the pond fine, and it's a big victory for LeVar Burton over Kurt Russell. Once again, Captain Gabe Kaplan grasping his winner. Let the joy be unconfined for the team of stars from the ABC network shows. Gabe, may I break in on you and Richard? I must tell you, LeVar, just a sensational performance.
Thanks, yeah!
So LeVar Burton did what he had to do for the team of stars of ABC shows in a must-win situation. He and Christy McNichol came through. The team of stars of ABC shows now within striking distance. Here are the scores. Gabe Kaplan's team, 550 points. Robert Conrad's team, 650 points. Telly Savalas' team, 375 points. We'll be back for the football competition as things begin to grow close.
If you've come to respect Buick's famed V6 engine solely for its down-to-earth qualities, here's a little demonstration of something else it has to offer. Not only is the Buick V6 light in weight, it makes plenty of horsepower and torque, too, so it can power all sorts of vehicles, including all sorts of Buicks, like the fun-to-drive Skylark, the Buick V6. it gets up and goes.
The great Southwest. Blizzards and sunshine, clean air. Sure gives you a lift. Unless you're hampered with a headache, which is why we're here, to tell you about new Datril 500. It's strong medicine for a headache, but it's gentle.
New Datril 500, 50% more strength than regular aspirin tablets. Fast, effective, yet it's aspirin-free.
What more could you ask for? And why don't you?
Wednesday, everyone's invited to the Dorothy Hamill Winter Carnival Special. Then John Denver salutes country music with Johnny Cash, Glenn Campbell, and Roger Miller. And Barry Manilow sings his greatest hits with guest stars Lady Flash and Penny Marshall. Wednesday, listen to the music.
I'm David Hartman. Reverend Bruce Edwards, who's resigned from Jimmy Carter's church, tomorrow live on Good Morning America.
If you like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more game show gems here in the vault. You can also find more fun stuff on our Facebook page,